Hello friends, let's make puff pastries. First let's make the puff pastry dough. For that I have taken 3 cups of Maida, that is this size 3 cups, that is 750 ml, for which I have taken 500 ml, that is 2 blocks of butter. With that, for mixing the dough we need this much of butter, that is which when we melt it, it comes up around 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. Let's melt it first. Let's take a mixing bowl and add the Maida and some butter which we have melted it. The melted butter, and mix it well. Let's use our hands. Let's put some 3/4 teaspoon of salt and give a nice mix. See to it that the butter combines everywhere. Now we'll go on putting water, but don't put the water all at a time. Put little at a time and mix them well. Now our dough is ready. It's same as the normal chapati dough. It should not be neither sticky, neither very hard. It should be medium soft. Let's go for rolling now. Let's dust some all-purpose flour or Maida and roll the dough. Now there is no need of rolling it very thin or something. This much is enough. Now I have rolled it from the borders a little bit thin. It's the time to keep the butter. Let's unwrap it. In between, if you have a loaf, you can just keep that in between and fold it. Bind them and let's roll it again by dusting some Maida. Now, as you see, I have now give one more fold like this, and like this. Basically, we are making the butter to be in the layers. You know, puff pastry has layers in it, so we are trying to make that layers by making the butter in between the Maida dough. Since now it is becoming soft, let's keep this in the refrigerator for 1 hour or half an hour till the butter cools down. After 1 hour of freezing, because to make the butter hard, so it should be very fast. Don't allow the butter to melt. Just see now, it's melted. The butter is melting now. So as fast as you can, You should do this. You should not make it to melt and make it fast. Like this. Just it's a matter of folds, like how many folds you do, you get so many layers in it. Now, as you see, I have rolled it more bigger now. Now let's do lastly one more time folding, and it's totally melted now. Now one more, this is the second time we are going to keep it in the refrigerator. You should be always, if it sticks, just put some Maida or the all-purpose flour and roll it. Now we'll go and keep it back in the refrigerator. I will take this much amount to make the vegetable pastries, and the remaining amount you can keep it in the refrigerator. Did you see the layers, how they are formed? Like this. Now when you bake it, they puff up with the between the layers of butter, they puff up. So we have to make the layers like this. Now let's heat up the pan. Put 1 tablespoon of oil. When the oil heats up, 1 teaspoon of mustard, some jeera, ginger and green chilli paste, hing. Let's mix them. One medium onion. I have finely chopped the onions because in the pastry big chunks doesn't taste good. So now the onions have been half cooked. Let's take half bowl of peas. I have taken frozen peas, green peas. If you have fresh ones, you can take them too. Let's add the masalas. Some garam masala, half teaspoon. Then goes half teaspoon of jeera powder. One teaspoon of salt. Let's give it a mix. Some turmeric. Some finely chopped coriander. Give it a quick mix. And lastly goes our potatoes, the mashed potatoes. Lastly goes half lemon. Let it be little spicy as it is going into the puff pastry. Let it be little spicy, tangy, so that it tastes good. Let us take the potato filling in a bowl. And some coriander, and let's go for filling in the puff pastry sheet. Let's allow the filling to cool down As you see, our dough and filling is ready. Let's do the puff pastries now. By the time we were doing the preparations for preheating the oven, we should keep the pastry sheet in the refrigerator. Don't keep it outside, otherwise it becomes very sticky. Now we'll do the filling. Now let's cut into pieces. In that much of dough, I could make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puff pastries. Now we'll do the filling. Let's do the filling. I'm taking the filling. Just take little bit a time because you need space to cover it too. Keep it in between and fold the pastries, and just they will stick with each other very easily. Our puff pastries are ready to go for baking. We'll bake this in a kadai or a pot. Let me show how to do it on the gas stove. But before going to make the preparations for baking, keeping the tawa and all the things, we should not keep them open. You should keep it in the refrigerator until we do the other preparations. Otherwise these will start melting and they don't puff up very nicely. Here I have taken a kadai in which I have put some salt. Instead of kadai you can keep a cooker too. I don't have a pan type of a cooker, so I am using the kadai. In this we put the salt and we are going to work it as a oven. Let's start. On the salt, keep something like this as a stand. I'm heating up the pan first. I've kept the flame to medium to high now and cover it and let it be hot inside before placing the pastries inside it. So let us keep it for heating for 5 minutes. And we are going to place the puff pastries in this now by the time it's getting heated up. See, now I have placed the pastries inside this steel plate and we are going to place it in this hot pot or the kadai and close it, but keep the flame to medium now. See to it that there should be no air passing from the sides, so let's keep some pressure on it so that let's put some weight on it so that there should be no air flow inside. Now after the time, it's almost 20 minutes from the time it started cooking. Let's open the lid and turn it. Just see how nicely they have been puffed up. Can you see? And let's turn them now. See? They are very hot. Just see how nicely they have been turned into golden in color. Now let them cook on the other side too for 15 more minutes on a medium to high flame. After 8 to 10 minutes, let's remove the lid. Just see, the aroma of butter is so nice over here. See how nicely they have been cooked from both the sides. Let us take them out in a plate. Now our puff pastries are ready, which are baked in the Kadai. You can do this in the cooker as well, but not pressure cook it. See how crispy they are. Let me show one of them. Just see. Enjoy with your family and friends. Thank you.